Hello students, today we have discussed Introduction of Financial Management. I am Dr. Hariprabhan Sarma, Assistant Professor, Department of Management UG, GLE University, Mathura. Overview of the presentation is meaning of financial management we have discussed today, characteristics of financial management and scope of financial management. If we are talking about the meaning of financial management, then we know financial management is made composition of two words. One is financial and second one is management. Now we firstly discuss what is the meaning of financial. Financial means procuring sources of money, supply and allocation of these sources on the basis of forecasting monetary requirement of the business. Second term is management, refers to planning, organization, coordination and control of human activities and physical resources for achieving the objective of an enterprise. Thus, we can say financial management is the planning, organizing, directing and controlling of the procurement and utilization of funds and disposal of profit so that individual, organizational and social objectives are achieved easily. As per Howard and Upton, financial management is the application of planning and controlling functions to the finance. According to Solomon, in a very simple definition given by them, financial management is concerned with the efficient use of economic resources. Only efficient use of economic resources we can say financial management according to the Solomon. According to the Philippertus, financial management is concerned with management decisions that result in acquisition and financing of long-term and short-term credit for the firm. After study or read all these kind of definition, now we can easily say that financial management means it is a ways and means of managing money, that is the determination, acquisition, allocation and utilization of financial resources, usually with the aim of achieving some particular goals or objective. Now we discuss nature or characteristics of financial management. Our first nature is or characteristic is essential part of business management. Each activity of the business is linked with finance. For example, the responsibility for technical advice about plant, machines, tools, raw materials, fuels, etc. lies with the production manager, but final decision in this regard cannot be taken till the finance manager gives green signal about all the financial activities, because all these activities happen only then we have a money, we have a fund, so we are waiting for the green signal of financial manager. Next is continuous administrative functions. The finance manager of a large business enterprises performs the functions of capital budgeting and management of working capital, which is a continuous headache for him. Day-to-day activities require the fund, and the arrangement of these funds are major task of any financial manager. So it's a continuous administrative function, not a single day or monthly process. Next one is less descriptive and more analytical. While taking financial decision, modern mathematical and statistical methods are used for financial analysis and evaluation of different alternatives. So it required lot of tools and techniques, just like a capital budgeting methods, dividend theories, leverage, cost of capital. In this case, we have required the analytical skills. So we can say easily financial management is less descriptive and more analytical. Next is centralized nature. The financial management of finance function is basically of centralized nature in all functional areas of management, because the objective of the business can be achieved more effectively by centralization of finance functions, as such as decentralization of finance function is not desirable like other functions, for example marketing, production, HR, IT of the enterprises. The finance function in the business can be compared to the human heart, whose basic nature is centralized. It coordinates and controls physical and mental activities by nervous system spread over all parts of the body. Next one is different from accounting function. Most of the students regard accounting and finance as the same thing due to the common use of accounting terminology and financial records, but it is not true. Finance function is different from accounting function. Accounting is basically involved with data accumulation, while finance is primarily involved with data analysis for the use of decision making. Wide scope. The name suggests that financial management has a very wide and complex scope. It is not confined only the raise capital for meeting long-term requirements of the enterprise, but acquisition of funds for short-term and long-term needs of the enterprises, proper allocation of funds and their optimum utilization are also within its scope. Moreover, it is also responsible for accounting, capital budgeting, auditing, cost control, cash control, etc. Applicable to all type of organization. Financial management is not only applicable for manufacturing sector, it is also applicable for service sector, and it is applicable all kind of size, nature, ownership and control. It is myth that says that financial management can be applied only those organizations whose basic aim to earn profit. It is also used NGOs. Reason behind that, they want to maximum profits for the persons who require them. After all this study, we simply say financial management is the plan of the finance, organize and invest and control the finance. Now we discuss scope of financial management. The first scope is estimating financial requirement. Every financial manager first important task is estimate short-term and long-term financial requirements of business. For this purpose, he will prepare a financial plan for present as well as for future. The amount required for purchasing fixed assets as well as needs of funds for working capital will have to be ascertained. The estimation should be based on sound financial principles so that neither there are inadequate nor excess funds with the concern. Second one is deciding capital structure. Capital structure refer to the kind and proportion of different securities for raising funds. We all know we have a major two options, debt and equity. After deciding about the quantum of funds required, it should be decided which type of security should be raised. It may be wise to finance fixed assets through long-term debts. Even here is gestation period is longer, then share capital may be more suitable, which is much more appropriate to us. Third one is selecting a source of finance. After preparing a capital structure, we have go to the appropriate source of finance. Various sources from which finance may be raised include share capital, debentures, financial institutions, commercial banks, public deposits, etc. If finances are needed for short periods, then banks, public deposits and financial institutions may be appropriate. On the other hand, if we have required long-term finances, then public deposits may be a suitable sources, just like equity and debentures. Next one is selecting a pattern of investment. When funds have been procured, then a decision about investment pattern is to be taken. The selection of an investment pattern is related to the use of funds. A decision will have to be taken as to which assets are to be purchased. The funds will have to be spent first on fixed assets and then an appropriate portion will be retained for working capital. Proper cash management, next topic. Next is to go. Cash management is also important task of finance manager. He has to assess various cash needs at different times and then makes arrangement for arranging cash. Cash may be required to purchase raw material, make payment to creditors, meet wages bills, pay day-to-day expenditures. Usual sources of cash may be cash sales, collection of debtors, short-term arrangements with the banks, etc. The cash management should be such that neither there is a shortage of it and nor it is will idle. Next is implementing financial control. An efficient system of financial management necessitates the use of various control devices. Financial control devices generally used are return on investment, budgetary control, break-even analysis, cost control, ratio analysis, cost and internal audit, etc. Next is proper utilization of surpluses. Whole thing is doing for our surpluses or profit. So the utilization of surpluses or profits is also important factor in financial management. A judicious use of surpluses is essential for expansion and diversification plans and also in protecting the interest of shareholders. The plowing back of profit is the best policy of further financing and retaining earnings for financing expansion plans. The market value of shares will also be influenced by declaration of dividends and expected profitability in the future. It's all about today's topic. Here we discuss. Today we have discussed meaning of financial management, characteristics of financial management, and scope of financial management. In our next lecture, we are discussing objectives and scope of financial management. Thank you, class.